Okay, so this is actually a slice of a talk I've been giving here last week at Jesień Linuxowa, but actually it's well, it's related to Python because we've written we've integrated Python straight into the authentication system. So now, how many of you have heard about PAM, this pluggable authentication modules? Okay, wow, more than. Wow, I'm really surprised, but cool. So you probably know that PAM has 4 major modules, just like auth for authentication, for checking users' credentials, account for checking, for example, local site policy regarding password expiry and similar things. Session, which is run when the user logs in successfully, it prepares his environment, and password simply changes the password. This is an example. PAM configuration comes straight from Ubuntu 12.04, but with the command stripped. Basically, it implements the policy everybody knows and is familiar with. It is checking user's password in etc shadow. So let's modify it a bit. Let's add a simple Python script straight into this authentication process. Basically, PAM Python just does what it says on the box. It allows you to run an arbitrary Python script just as a part of the authentication process of any of these components. You can change passwords using Python. You can verify passwords using Python, and so on. So this script is can be really simple. Well, don't do that in production because it blocks out everybody, including root. So don't do that. But basically, it does the same thing as the standard pam-deny.c, which actually counts at almost 100 lines last time I checked. Well, most of that is, of course, comments, licenses, and all this stuff. But still, developing Python code when you actually need basically a text editor is much simpler than using a whole full-blown development environment with the compiler, headers, libraries, and so on. So basically, it's trivial compared to doing it the hard way with C. So this is an interstitial slide which I'm not gonna spend much time on because I was describing this on my full talk, but we actually wrote kind of cool stuff with using PAM and containers, LXC containers. But now we had a few minor problems, very minor actually. It came out surprisingly smoothly. Because first of all, there's no support for several system calls we needed very badly, just like setns, it's a new system call, and well, there's no Python support for that. Mount is an ancient system call, and there's no Python support for that either. But still, there's the ctypes library. I'm not gonna ask who heard about ctypes because I'm sure everybody did. So the thing is, interacting with the C code is totally trivial. Well, this looks ugly because it manipulates flags and bits and does all the things that C code would have to do anyway. But basically, using a C library is 3 lines of code. You import C types, you open a library, and then you basically call functions inside this library just as if it was Python. Well, totally transparent, very easy, and actually it works. Yeah, another problem was performance, but actually we've been talking about it with Radomir some time ago last year at PyCon PL, and well, we decided it's not actually a problem, and it turned out to really not be a problem in production. And well, anyway, I've got a clear path to rewrite critical parts in C, so it works. Thank you.